Hi, my name is Lisa, and I am the owner and founder of Nest DC. We've been managing residential property for about 16 years now, 16 plus, and have enjoyed very much the opportunity to care for people and those places that they call home. We have spent all of 2024 plus 15 years making sure that we've designed and rebuilt this company to meet the moment, to take care of residents today, to take care of clients today, as we plan for and partner with them for the future of that property. Property management is nuanced, but it's not rocket science, and it comes down to a number of different parts. What we're going to do here in this video is to give you an overview of the different management components so you understand what to expect from any management company. So where do you begin? First of all, what you want is someone to occupy that property. So leasing and marketing is a critical component of what we offer, and one of the things that any management company should do quite well. After that, and at the same time, we're talking a lot about compliance as a company. And we're talking a lot about what your responsibilities are to make sure that you've checked all the boxes and you're on the right side of the law. This is a tricky regulatory environment, and having property in this area is a little bit more complicated than it is, to be honest, anywhere else in the country. Our job, and any management company's job, should be to help protect you from that risk. So we're going to talk about your requirements, what to expect in terms of timing, what paperwork you need to handle. That really is not about our requirements, but more about the regional and city requirements for you to follow, along with fair housing and other federal laws that impact your property. We're also going to chat through what does it mean to handle your finances, and when you receive rents, how are those handled? Where do the security deposits come from? How is that tracked? When do rents get received? Those are all things we're going to walk you through a bit as well in this video so you can get a sense of what to expect. We want to make sure from beginning to end we can deliver a management service that gives you the most bang for the buck, but also focuses on having quality experiences for the residents.
Hi, I'm Ben Pittler, Director of Leasing here at Nest DC. I want to start by talking about our marketing and listing processes. Of course, you want your property to stand out. The DC market is super competitive, and how your listing is presented matters a lot. Nest does professional still photos, a 3D tour, and a video or virtual tour as needed. You want your listing posted across a number of platforms, which Nest will do. We push the listing to over 30 sites, including the industry favorites, Zillow, Trulia, and Apartments.com. We feature property on our well-traveled and beautiful website, and we boost posts through Meta. We also showcase property in our weekly Nest letter that goes out to 11,000 plus folks per week. We currently boast a 38% open rate on that letter, so you're getting lots of exposure. Pricing the property. No management company can guarantee a rental rate, though I know some do. Nest does honest market research using current comps around your area and historical comps from within the Nest portfolio. We've been in business for 16 years, so we have a lot of history to go off of. When spaces are priced right, they rent quickly. When the price is too ambitious, we see more vacancy time. Our aim is to work with you on finding the fair market price that will minimize your vacancy and attract a resident who loves your home. When a property is live, we are managing inquiries through a powerful combination of softwares that help us track leads, schedule showings, and manage the communications. We do open houses as needed, or we'll stack candidates together to increase efficiency, get a sense of competition at the home, and we'll schedule a Saturday showing if that's what it takes to get the property leased. On average, if a property is priced right and it's resident ready, we'll have it leased typically within 2 weeks. For applications and screenings, so the showing has gone well, people have applied, but this is where things can get more complicated, and I know a lot of people struggle with this. DC and surrounding counties have strict regulations and compliance requirements, which means we have to follow this process by the letter of the law. This protects you as the owner the most. That's our goal. Our in-house counsel, Pavan, will soon discuss our rigid screening and federal housing compliance. But I want to point out that our strict adherence to a high screening standard also lowers your chances of delinquency on rent, and also for evictions. Our rates for both of these are much lower than the competition because we don't bend our requirements just to get something rented quickly. So let's say the screening has gone well and the resident has signed the lease and they're ready to move in. Nest really specializes in giving a welcome home feel for our new residents. That tone is extremely important. We meet the resident at the property, walk the property with them to point out features for function and safety, and leave behind a small gift and a personal thank you note. Nest makes sure to rent spaces that are move-in ready. That means clean, fresh, and ready to call home. Spaces that aren't ready will experience more vacancy, and they tend to have more maintenance requests and grumpy residents. As the leasing process unfolds, you're already working with a dedicated home relationship manager. They'll be your Nest ambassador throughout the process and quarterback a team that includes a maintenance coordinator, a communications assistant, and a dedicated leasing specialist. Everyone is working together as a team. Throughout this process, you want to make sure that you hit all legal requirements. So my colleague Pavan, our in-house counsel, will explain that next.
Hello, I'm Pavan. I'm the General Counsel and Chief Administrative Officer of Nest DC. Why do I think my job is the most important one? Because nobody should take a legal risk when it can be avoided, and I'm here to minimize risk. What can you do to set yourself up for success? I'll tell you. Number one, manage your risk. Nobody likes to hear this, but it's risky to own rental property, especially in this region. Our goal is to be honest and transparent with you. We've been doing this for 16 years, and we know what it takes to have a successful experience as an investor owner. Number two, get your ducks in a row. Have all the documents, approvals, and paperwork you need to legally rent out your property ready. What you need to know is, first of all, are you allowed to rent this property? If it's a condo, does the board allow it? Has it been approved? Do you have a BBL from the city? Is your property subject to rent control, or do you have an exemption? Will your property pass inspection? Answers to these questions will determine your next steps. Number three, review our management agreement. Our relationship with you is based on an agreement that you sign, authorizing us to manage your property. That agreement sets forth what our responsibilities are, what your responsibilities are, and a whole lot of legal jargon that may seem unnecessary. But really, it's been very specifically designed to protect you and to protect us. We want a fair deal, not a good deal. We intend to be a partner with you for the long haul, but sometimes things are early. These are the terms of our agreement. Our engagement is 12 months to start, then it goes month to month. After that, you can end management with 30 days notice. Simple. We don't hold you hostage, but our average client is with us for 6.5 years. I'm always here to help in any way I can. Protecting your asset is our priority. My colleague Grace will talk about what to expect from the homework that you'll get next.
Hi, I'm Grace. I'm here to tell you what to expect when it comes to paperwork and city regulations. Every homeowner in the city who has a rental must have a basic business license. You apply for this directly with the city, and it's two parts. First, there's paperwork that must be filed, and second, there is an inspection that takes place. This can take up to 60 days during the peak rental season, so we always recommend owners who know that they are going to turn their property into a rental property to get started on this step first. We can walk you through what you might need, how it might go, and we're here as your advocate and partner. We make sure that you're fair housing compliant, all the way from making sure that you are screening applicants appropriately, that we are screening them on your behalf. We will collect everything we need from you on your behalf, and we will file that with the city to ensure both compliance and to get that lease over the finish line. Finally, when it comes to paperwork, we have our own detailed questionnaire. It's easiest to do it in one sitting, and we can go kind of point by point with you. Or, if you'd prefer to upload a bunch of information, the more information we have on your property, the better we can manage it over time. We don't want you to find this to be a daunting process. We want to make it as much of a joy as possible to turn your property into a rental. We are here to help. When it comes to financials, we've got you covered. We know this touches your bank account, and for many folks, they're relying on rent in order to pay the mortgage on your investment property each month. We take that responsibility seriously. Our role when it comes to financials is we're going to be collecting the security deposit and making sure that it is held in compliance with DC regulations, such as in an interest-bearing account and growing over time for that resident. We are going to be receiving rents each month and following up to ensure that rent is paid on time. And across our portfolio, we have had incredible results when it comes to being really communicative with residents, staying on top of any issues with rent collection, few and far between, and ensuring that you are able to get that rent each month, able to get that owner distribution. When it comes to turnover and maintenance, Nest is a licensed, bonded, and insured general contractor. We have a full team of maintenance technicians. They help us to be responsive to our residents when an issue does arise. They can prep properties for new residents, including things like paint, changing fixtures, toilet replacements, smoke detectors, locks, and much more. For specialty things, we do have a deep vendor bench we've built over the 16 years we've been in business to dispatch to jobs with a scope and approval from owners. When it comes to resident relations, from lease renewals to roommate swaps, noise complaints, maintenance requests, and more, residents do keep us very busy. One of the biggest benefits we offer our owners is support during those hours you do not want to be getting a call. So middle of the night stuff, think long weekends, over the holidays. We have an emergency 24/7 call service that triages resident requests after hours. Not all residents understand what an emergency is, right? So we have a team that is making sure that an issue reported is indeed an emergency. They'll get working on that problem, and hopefully we've saved you the most precious thing you could ask for, which is time.
You did it. You made it through the entire video. I'm Lisa again. I'm so grateful you were willing to take 10 minutes to meet some of our great team members who are all very passionate about making sure we take care of you and your property and those residents. So we would love to meet you if we sound like a good fit for your needs and your journey. And regardless, we hope you learned enough here to make sure you are getting those needs met. I want to talk a bit about what does make Nest different. First of all, we're local. We're down the street. We know the city. We know the built environment, and we care the most about community. And we are representative of a diverse city that cares about equity and inclusion, which includes me. So we are a LGBTQ plus owned and woman operated company, 100% and proud, and we reflect the city that we care so deeply about. Okay, so if you want to keep chatting, go ahead, schedule a meeting with us. We want to do that virtually first, and we'd also love to come and see that space. So you can do that below. And then once we have a chance to chat with you, we'll walk you through our pricing. We'll walk you through why spending maybe $10 to $15 more a month on us could be worth it. And then we'll put your mind at ease and give you the right information. Thank you. I hope you really enjoy this journey.
If you want anything managed when it comes to your property, you may need to find out what this bird here represents all.
We care about how it feels to be the owner, how it feels to be a resident.
Things happen sometimes, but we're here to take care of the home.
We're going viral.
This is a totally different realm of home management. The growth, the learning, the leadership, it's all here at Nest DC. We do it right.
I just trust everyone I work with.
We engage with each other.
I am so excited about what 2025 is going to bring to the community.
If you want your property to be managed, look at Nest. If you want a job that will treat you with respect, you need to look at Nest DC.
We care for home, we care for people, we care for our community. It's a commitment to the city, it's a commitment to justice, and an homage to the fact that birds can make their very own houses.
Just look for us. We might be the bird flopping right by you. So, pretty much.
Thank you for 16 years.